Is that what you see?
Right, like I think even in addition to this, like I guess humility, which is very valuable in today's world, I think there's almost a sense of the precise in Japanese society. Would you say like all the surgical precision that is in a lot of your products? I mean, I see that is so valuable. It's not like I want to say it's not that prevalent in much of American society that I can see. It's just like you want to get everything perfect, and especially as entrepreneurs and as high functioning, high IQ people, and that it will bring you to like that other effect of in the Dunning-Kruger effect, where you're just like over questioning yourself. And I see that in my own students. Like some of the smartest students, they will overthink something until they land on the opposite side of where you overthought something. Like I see that in debates is what I'm saying, because I teach a lot of my classes, like half of them even are in the debate form. So they will think so much into an issue that they land somewhere, like they come up with more questions than they have answers for. I think it's like they come to a problem, like maybe you guys are experts at solving problems and they will have one problem, and then they end up asking themselves 10 questions from the first question, and then it never arrives at, and the other people, they will have an answer right away, and they will be sure that answer is the right answer, where that is just not the right answer. So
that's interesting. So from your childhood, that you said 8 years old, and you were like, oh, the first year was really tough, you didn't really speak that much. How did that bring you to your dreams of becoming a professor? How did you make that amazing transition to now you lecture in front of so many people?
I don't know, it was a progression, and I think I would like to say that it's a noble calling, that I wanted to make some sort of contribution to the research realm, or teach the future leaders of the world, but it wasn't. I don't think I went into academia with those aspirations or with those goals. I really was attracted to like the freedom. I guess also it was a process of elimination, where I didn't want to do a corporate 9-to-5 job, and I had a job straight out of college where I was earning $100 an hour. North American society, $100 an hour in Canada was like really good money, considering you only had a bachelor's degree. And I was like, okay, I could work 10 hours a week, pretty much just work one day. I was taking minutes for the government of Toronto, just taking minutes for their governmental meetings, being an insider, because I could type really fast. And I thought, this freedom is great. What other job would give me this kind of freedom? But it wasn't until I did my application letters, and eventually when I started teaching, that I realized this is actually the perfect calling for me. I love teaching my students.
In your class, like, what do you do to kind of nurture that? Like, how do you teach them or help them?
In my classes, I say this the first day. I say, what is the one skill you need to succeed as in the business world? I try to make them think, and it's like everything: funding, being a great team person, team player, or being great with people, having an idea. I say it's about being able to anticipate. And I think you guys have again done the hard work there. You can anticipate the need in the market. And how can you anticipate? That requires you to have a real grasp of how the world works and who's in charge of everything in the world. And basically, I go through a series of debates with my students. Through these, which are very much linked to the theory in the class, we have a better understanding of how the world works. For example, for trade, we do a debate on Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is the TPP. A lot of the general public in the US and elsewhere, they might not know too much about it. They might know the surface level. Oh, it's a great thing. It's a free trade agreement. That's the general surface level understanding that I would say the public has.
Technically affects everyone. Even
exactly.
the startups in production and bringing goods in.
You're absolutely right, Kenny, because this kind of free trade agreement takes jobs out of America, where the middle class is hollowed out, takes industry out as these big corporations offshore to different countries to exploit the cheaper labor, to exploit lax environmental regulations. So it really affects everybody in the world and other stakeholders such as the natural habitats and the natural environment. So really get the students to go deep into these real world issues. That's how I think I try to train them to think with a sense of reality and also business outcomes, think like a business person.
If you are in their shoes, coming here for the first week in America, as a startup, coming from the academia side, what advice would you give to them?
Based on your background, coming from Kyushu, you guys are very well versed in your own domains and experts, if there's any in the world, in what you do. And I guess the only thing is to make that transition to the market, be tested by the market. So I guess the first thing I would do is try to understand what the market needs here. So to talk to people, to talk to your potential target market, and to identify your target market, just making full use of the ecosystem.
That's great. Yeah, thank you. So I'd say market research, and then I guess before we jump into Q&A, do you have any kind of words of wisdom or something you want to share with the startups here today?
Everybody talks about AI these days. Even if you have the best AI, you cannot really succeed unless you have this empathy of having this intention of adding to other people's lives.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think what you mentioned about empathy is something we talked about earlier today when we were working on their 1-minute pitches, is that their product is great, they're focused on it, but how do you tie it into humanity? How do you tie it into helping people? How do you tie it into creating that empathy so that when they pitch, other people are like, I understand your vision. I want to support you because you're going to change the world. You're going to help humans. So yeah, I know you're super busy as a professor, so I want to thank you so much for your time today. And yeah, let's give her a round of applause. So thank you so much. All right, welcome back. And I think everyone was really excited about your fireside chat. So they'd love to have some questions for you. And I think we can start with
What do you think the biggest different point about the startup ecosystem between the US and the Japan?
I think that in Japan, not any average Japanese person can do a startup, but in the US, there's maybe tiers of startups. You know, you get everything varying from the person with the taco stand on the Lincoln Boulevard or now I see a new gumbo stand, by the way. So to everything from what you guys are doing with the whole backing of your PhD education, right? And the landscape in the US, I want to say, is also very different. I'm not sure about the Japanese landscape, but in the US, NGOs, like non-governmental organizations, are very prominent. In addition to private equity, in addition to angel investors, in addition to, I want to say, other corporations, like you see this perfect competition world, you also have this almost entity that goes beneath the radar, that is not very noticed, but it is extremely prevalent, NGOs, right? Because they get funding from, just like an example would be USAID and National Endowment for Democracy. Those are what we typically think of as international NGOs. They were responsible for fomenting democracy revolutions in Ukraine in 2013. Okay, so they were getting their funding from CIA, right? The CIA also funds a lot of these domestic NGOs, okay? So, and they do everything from I would say bypassing the democratic process. They don't need to show where their funding is going. They don't need to have transparency in the accounting, and they are able to affect everything around us without accountability. I just want to give like a contextual difference, like a snapshot of this landscape versus the one you're familiar with.
What is the biggest first challenge for us, like Japanese entrepreneur?
It sounds like you already got past the biggest challenges, like getting here. I don't know how long you guys are staying here, but talking with, I guess I have the same question to you is what I mean. Like, what do you think is the biggest challenge you will face? Because your product, it sounds like you're trying to train doctors or surgeons with an AI tool, right? Which is amazing. I don't know the competition in this space. I guess would be talking to who you think is gonna purchase this.
I think it's gonna be one of the big company like Intuitive, which is creating a surgical robot, or maybe it could be a hospital to train young trainees, or it could be any. But we are trying to figure out who is gonna buy, who feel the value from our solutions.
Oh, I see. So I guess a question from what you just told me, which is very useful, is like Intuitive, like would they be able to develop this technology themselves in-house, and what would make them purchase it from you guys instead of do it in-house?
グラフを貼ってアメリカの中でもスタートアップも、投資家 VC も変わってきているって聞いているけど、グラフを貼って勝ってる企業と負けてる企業っていう差はプロダクトだったり製品だったりどこに違いが大きくあったりするのかっていうところを知りたい。
I would think about the mindset. And mindset is that when you come here, in your mind, your product is the best. In your mind, you believe in your product. In your mind, when you pitch to anyone, you're confident. I think that will make you win. And I think that's why when you're asking, in America, maybe if they fake it, eventually they see the product, it's no good, they're going to lose. But even if they fake it and find the right people and the product is right, they will win. So it's your mindset at first to pitch.
So if you go to do a pitch event, I think, right, like you will anticipate every single question and you will answer it like...
So they should prepare a whole list.
Exactly.
And practice.
You know what I had at the end of my job talk slides was like a appendix, but that was like 10 pages of things that I anticipated that I would be asked. And when they ask a question, I go directly to the appendix. It's like, you prepared like 10 times more than what we expected you to prepare. And that's what you guys have been doing this whole time with your startups.
What you're talking about is the exact training we have asked them to prepare. Right. Yours is for defending your paper. For them is defending their pitch. So they're like, my pitch is too long. I want to put everything. Right. No. You have 7 to 10 slides, and she said she has all her appendix. Same for you guys, all your appendix. Yeah. So if anyone asks you a question, you prepared. You're like, okay, here's the data. Okay, here's my answer. That's your confidence. That's your mindset. You don't need to fake it. You have all of it.
Yeah, you have all of it.
Ready to explore media scenes with Creative World.
From cameras to editing, hosting, and beyond, let's level up your skills and carve a path to that dream job.
We are here to cheer on everyone pursuing with their entertainment dreams.
So drop us a message at the link below and let's ignite your media journey.
すぐに食べれていつでもおいしい家族の味方。昔も今もこれからも食卓を支える安心の味であり続けたい。白菊のさぬきやうどん。
Finally got this figure and several other Godzilla figures. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Sorry for the shaky camera because I'm doing this by hand. But the box art, just like typical monster arts, you get several shots of the figure in different poses. This one's actually Godzilla 2000 from the movie Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
Yeah.
So technically a little different, even though it's the same suit. But interestingly enough, I think the color on this one actually matches Godzilla 2000, 1999. So let's get them out of the box and put the two side by side.
Yeah. As usual, it's like getting it out of the box is not as easy.
Yeah,
as
doing
one
it
would
single-handed because I'm holding the camera with one hand.
Yeah, there it is. So he's also comes in one piece. It looks like
also one piece in the plastic clamshell.
Yeah.
Here, so set them down and let's see if we can get it out.
Yeah. So far it looks like the purple on the spikes is kind of like a little dark. Yeah, it's a little more
Darker.
A little darker and a little more matte.
Yeah, so it's almost like if you think about the Bandais we saw, so they kind of use the similar colors from that one. Alright, so doing it with one hand is not working, so definitely need to put the camera down and try again.
There we go.
Yep. So technically Godzilla 2000 from Megaguirus is a lighter shade of green, but I think they kind of kept the darker green, which is more of Godzilla 2000 Millennium. Let's see here. Alright, let's put them side by side.
Okay, so we got the high on the right.
Yep.
Yeah. So once again, the high is bigger. That's
yes. Yep.
Which all other things being equal, I want my toys to be bigger.
Figure. Yep. Alright, so articulation-wise, monster arts, superior articulation. You can bend the neck really far back, kind of doing the Final Wars roaring pose. Tongue sort of moves.
Yeah, this definitely has like the. It follows in the monster art style.
Yep. So a lot of articulation. I'm doing this kind of, single-handed, so it's might not get the best posing right now, but you sort of get the idea. When you bend them forward, you get a lot of gaps between, especially this one on the neck, between the first and the second spike.
Tradition is tasted, resplendent with grain. Sips of time slip through light. I'd hold this taste to feel forever. It pours a century of wisdom. It pours a generation of legacy. Sourced from a sacred mountain, it rises. How many ways can this taste dazzle in days? This taste lives forever.
Today, Wagyu steak. Japanese A5 Wagyu steak. Put on the Binchotan grill. This Wagyu beef is Shinshu Wagyu. Ready. Enjoy. Takijiman, coupling with Wagyu steak. Wagyu steak and Japanese sake for your special day. Takijiman from Mie, Japan, dry and smooth. So good.
Thank you for watching Creative World.
See you next week.
レストランオーナーの皆様、揚げ物の油代でお困りではありませんか？カロリーを抑えてもっと品質を良くしたいと思いませんか？そんな皆様に必見、世界初の特許技術、油の給油率を 50% から 80% 低減、水のように油を軽く、揚げ時間の削減、少ない油で美味しくヘルシーに。詳しくは BBFRY グローバル .com まで。